Hey everybody! I figured I would go live instead of recording. I don't know how many times I have tried to record a video and then have not posted it. So I want to invite you, if you're anything like me and it's a brand new year, your craft room is a complete wreck or maybe just disorganized, I want to invite you to join me around this time, okay, around 7:30, 8 o'clock, and we are going to get organized together, okay? So as you can see on this side, that side, on this side, I have my Pomodoro timer, okay? And this is my New Year's resolution. My New Year's resolution is to use what I have. How many people have said that before? Huh? Yeah. I know I am not the only one. Seriously. So, what I am doing right now is I am organizing my scrap pieces of paper. Now, I will tell you that before, when I went to look at my scrap pieces of paper, what I saw here was pieces of paper back from 2016. Can you even believe that? 2016. All right. But I have scrap pieces of paper over here, right in front of me, and you're not going to see me. Well, you'll see me the whole time, but not the whole thing. And I really want to invite you guys to, just like chat along, say hello. What are you organizing? Okay, because I want this to be fun. All right. So today's challenge is paper. Okay, and so we're taking our scrap pieces of paper. If you are a Cricut user, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, even if you use vinyl, you can do this. If you use foil, you can do this. Okay, we are going to be thrifty. We're going to make beautiful things this year. Like this is absolutely gorgeous. And let me pan the camera down so you can see. So you see this beautiful card. This is a die set from Anna Griffin. This is all recycled paper, guys. Okay. This paper right here, I bought this paper, I think, in 2016. What do you guys think about the card? Okay, let me know. The same thing about this. This is recycled paper. This is the little, jacket and stuff. But this right here, I was blown away. This is recycled red paper that it was enough to feed through my laser printer. And I went on Canva, created some hearts, and ran it through there and ran it through my Mink machine. How many of you would love to learn how to do that? If you know how to do it, it's great. But if you are new and you've never laminated before, you've never done embellishments before, you have a Cricut, you're trying to figure out what to do with all this extra paper. I mean, because when you cut out with a Cricut, it ends up being papers like, this size, okay? You end up having things like this and going, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? This, with the tiniest of dies, and I apologize for my chair squeaking, but with the tiniest of dies, you could create little tiny embellishments that will make amazing things. So let me share with you this. Is it behind me? I think it's behind me. Oh my goodness gracious. made these with scrap pieces of paper for all of my family members. It was so crazy, guys, that people have started to ask me to sell them. Okay, and I told them, well, how much would it cost for you to make something like this, Marie? I'm like, I don't know, $25, because it's not just a card. All right, it's more than a card. These cards here, look at this. It lights up. It lights up, guys. This was made with scraps. Scrap pieces of paper. So how many of you would love to make, turn those Cricut papers that you have into amazing works of art? Give it to your friends. Have a chance to sell on Etsy. Yeah, me. Hello. And you know what? When you have tons and tons of die embellishments like this, as long as it's okay by the manufacturer, you could sell these on Etsy. Now, I wouldn't sell like the whole entire set because, that takes away from the manufacturer, selling the die. I mean, why do that, But if you're going to make something creative, out of the little dies, little buttons, sell little buttons and stuff like that, it's fine. Okay, so tell me where you're from, all right? And while I'm just talking away, I'm going to go ahead and set the timer. If you are following this, okay, and you want to organize with me, make sure you comment, tell me what you're organizing, and we're going to organize for the next 20, 28, 29 minutes, okay? If your paper is a total mess, you have not sorted it at all, okay, then what I suggest for you to do is sort your color paper, not by color, but just by color and by print, okay? So on here you see I have my prints over here and my colors over here, and I'm just going through the pile. So let's go ahead and start that. And if you do not know this application, it is called Pomodoro. I love it. It's basically what you're doing is you're practicing 25 minutes of uninterrupted time. Now, I can tell you I practice this with my kids, and that was a little challenging because they like to interrupt, but it's great concept to teach your kids as well. Now that I'm a empty nester, I don't have to worry about that. The only, people I have to worry about, stopping me from focusing is my boyfriend, which I usually go, Jeff. And then he's like, oh, I'm sorry, love, I'm sorry. Because I'm very serious in my craft room. And then the cats. Well, so I might have to end up getting another chair because, man, this thing is squeaking like crazy. But anyway, so if you haven't heard my story before, when 2014, I got my Cricut for the very first time. All I wanted to do was learn how to make a box. A box! It was really crazy. And I bought this Cricut. I think back then it was like $300 still. It was a Cricut Explorer 2. And I tried Cricut, their files, and I was like, man, nothing I made looked good. And I couldn't understand when I looked at the images back then. it didn't really show me like 3D images. It really didn't show me like what it was going to look like. So every time I made something, it was like a big surprise. So I researched other companies and I watched YouTube, and I found that there was a company called SVG Cuts, and they had really, really cool images that I could buy. And so anyway, I decided to buy one of their images, which it was a box. Now, see, what is this? This is 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. This is me not putting away paper. We're going to put that in a totally separate pile. But anyway, I bought a pattern for making a box. And that was the beginning of making purses and then making houses, and I just was like fascinated by making 3D objects with paper, taking a flat piece of paper and making it something absolutely gorgeous. You guys want to see what I made for Christmas? Let me see if I can get out of here, because I got this box down here, believe it or not. I have two boxes down here. This box is nothing but pattern paper, okay? And so after I'm done with this, I'm just going to throw this in here. And then the paper, I'm actually going to start sorting them out. I will show you what I sorted to. Let me see if I can find this video. Okay. Video. Will it show the video? Ta-da! Okay, I did a video of my craft situation. I hope you guys really enjoy it. So this happens to be where I keep all of my scrap pieces of paper. Even though it doesn't look like scrap, I can put my glitter paper in there, and then bigger pieces of scrap pieces of paper. Okay. And I found that this is very helpful for me, not having to, let's see, is it, okay, I think, yes. All right, you guys can't hear me. It's very helpful when it comes to being able to, I'm going to stop that because it's distracting me. It's very helpful when it comes to being able to use those pieces of paper and then having to get a brand new piece of paper, and then next thing you know, I have a paper this big, okay, this big, and it doesn't get used, okay. I'm going to rewind this just a little bit on the back. You can see all that scrap piece of paper there, okay. So I have some on the chair that was from a different box. Then I have this one here, and I have more scrap pieces of paper there, okay. And then what I'm pointing over here is that flower box. I think it has more scrap pieces of paper. So I have this habit, and it's a really bad habit. After I make something with my Cricut, I'm just so happy to get it off my mat. I just throw it in another box, okay. And let's see, close out this so you can see here. All right, so what I did in the past before I had my cubicle was I got these. I think they're called, what are they called? I think they're called something like work order envelopes. And if you want the link to anything that I'm showing, just let me know, and I will post it after this video, okay? But I would just, you know, separate my whites and put them in there. Okay, and I have one of these for every single color, and they are in that container. Okay, that you saw that has the labels of the black, white, all the colors of the rainbow. All right, I'll put that on there. What I like about those little project containers is that it has a little tiny hole, so you can buy a hook, and then you can hook it to your surfaces, and then that way you can hang it and you can use it. You can take them out of wherever you're storing it, and it's a very accessible. Okay. All right. So this is a classic example of why, if you're a Cricut user, you need to be organizing your pieces of paper. Maybe it's because my family came, well, they went through the Depression and everything. So I was raised not to waste anything. And when I first started off with Cricut, I destroyed more than I actually created. Anybody else like that? Huh? Yeah. So this is a classic example of something that got destroyed. A really cute purse pattern. Okay. One of the problems with this was that the paper was too thin, but I didn't know. I didn't have experience enough to know the differences in papers. So when it tore up like this, oh my gosh, I was so mad, because this was like premium paper that I had purchased. And I said to myself, nope, not going to do it, not going to throw it away. This is from 2014, guys. So this Easter, I'm going to make a card with this piece of paper. Okay. Same thing here. More Cricut stuff. Left me negative pieces that look like this. Yeah. And I mean, look at that. That's so many pieces of paper that, you know, you can't really, you know, make it, you know, cut it into a shape. But you can do all kinds of other things. And I do have another thing that I want to show you, but I have to clear this off first. Okay. So we got some reds. This, how many people do this? You start creating a card, and then you decide, I don't like that background. And you cut out another one. And you don't remember that you cut it out already. Okay. I actually have my embellishments organized, and I will share with you that. This is another thing. I don't know if I'm going to keep that, but, you know, we'll throw that away. Not everything has to be saved. This, it's not big enough for my buttons, but if I had something really, really tiny, I could use it. You know, the smaller parts, that's totally up to you, whether you want to keep it or not. But what I've done in the past with these things is this card right here, you would not believe it. And I do have a video of this. This card is dimensional. Okay, so, you know, it's got raised parts to it. Okay. But I did not use any foam tape. No foam tape at all. Not on this, not on this. It's all using scrap pieces of paper. Okay. With the economy the way that it is, we crafters, we're going to feel the bite. Okay. Because how many of you have bought some eggs lately? I know it's like, what does eggs have to do with crafting, right? Well, eggs have to do everything with economy. I mean, the economy has gotten so crazy. We went to go buy some eggs. $7 for a carton of eggs? Can you guys believe that? So, you know, when we're talking about foam tape and we're talking about, you know, trying to save money by using scraps, we're talking, you know, most people who scrap, you know, they are doing it with their fun money. And it's going to get to a point where we're not going to have any fun money. So we got to really collectively think about ways to save money. Okay. So I'm hoping that that's something that you guys would be, you know, really willing to do. So who's organizing with me? Who's going through their scraps too? Okay. So I think I got almost one table clear here. I have another box. Look at that. I have blues in here. Why do I have blues in there? Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. So now that we have all of this here like this, I'm going to roll this over. I'm going to show you this. This is the coolest thing. Okay. These envelopes, I got these from Amazon. And I have one for every color. And this is where I keep my tiny little scraps. Okay. So tiny. Now you're probably going, wait a minute. You have your big scraps in that big thing. And then you have these things, the whole big scraps, you know. And then you have the tiny. Yes, there is a method to my madness. Okay. The little scraps, if you start storing them with your big scraps, you're going to go absolutely nuts. It's going to get really crazy. Okay. So that's what I store with my big ones. All right. So let's put it over here. And I'm going to show you something really cool that I made with all scraps. Okay. And you may be wowed. Oh, hello. Come here, beautiful. Okay, the only thing that I used for this with one piece of 12 by 12 piece of paper is the frame. Okay. But all of this was made with white scrap piece of paper. Isn't that crazy? I'm going to zoom it in so you can actually see the detail. This is like one of my Pride. Whoops, not that one. Let's see. Do this one. And if I can get this here, I want to take myself off for a second. Okay. But you can see that detail. All of that is white piece of paper, okay, and markers, alcohol markers. Yes, I colored every single alcohol marker piece of paper. But this is a sticker. Yes, that's not me. But even this was paint. Using my jelly pad, I embossed it with some gold embossing powder. But this was a white piece of paper as well. And this here was a white piece of scrap paper that I used pan pastels. And you would never know that this is all scraps. And this is why I'm so passionate about organizing organizing this. Okay, isn't that cool? All right, so let's do this again, and hopefully I can find myself. Hello, where am I? There I am. Okay, so I hope you guys really liked those examples that I shared with you, and you get passionate with me and work through this. Okay. All right, so this is another classic example of me going through I think this was a whole month of crafting because I craft every single day. Very passionate about making cards and all kinds of mixed media projects. And I just started throwing stuff in here. Okay. So, let's see here. Let me move this over here so I can have that extra table surface. I don't know if you guys can see. So I have a 72-inch table. That's an uplift table. It goes up, it goes down. It's my world. And I'm going to go ahead and make me bigger here so you can see. And maybe go like this. Don't be scared of my bedroom. This is actually the guest bedroom. I am trying to tell Jeff that we need to get a Murphy bed, and he will not get one. And this bed is just like, So over here, I don't know if you can tell over here, but let me move this way so you can see. This is a Container Store. What is it called? The Alpha cabinet size medium. Well, no, this is the I think the extra long one. Let's see. What does it say? I don't know what it says. I still have the sticker though. Let's see if I can tear it off. It's the 3/4 by 23/4 by 3 1/4 height, the wide. Okay, and I love it. I have one wide, two regulars, one skinny over there. Love it. It is my savings grace. So they go underneath my table, and then I have 4 surfaces that I can spread out all my, as my ex-husband would say, crap. It's not crap to me. That's why he's an ex. So anyway, it has been a little bit crazy trying to get everything organized, and I come in here and I work full time, and then I'm like, I can't do it anymore. Anybody else feel the same way? All right. So let's see here. Let me go back over here so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right. So I think I'm going to stop with the sorting, like pulling everything else. And I'm going to start taking these. So we got this here. And like I said, the printed paper is the hardest. No, really, it's the easiest. We're all going to throw that into the box, okay? And one thing of our project of cleaning up our scraps is we're actually going to go through this again and try to do, what is it, the Sesame Street? One thing looks something like the other, whatever that song was. You remember that song, Sesame Street? Anyway, we're going to try to find the matching ones and then put it into record album covers. No joke, guys. If it's a 12 by 12, if you still have the paper, find it, put it all into record covers. But I'm jumping ahead because you're probably going, what? What is that? What are you doing? Okay, so I have black here. So let's pull out all the black and put it in here. Okay. And then I think I have white somewhere around here. I really should have grabbed them, but I didn't. Okay, so that's black. Black here. Black. You know, I know my colors. I don't know why I have to go black, 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 black. Yeah, start sounding like a duck. Hello? Put my reds together. Because I see them all. Yep. So what do you like to do when you are trying to clean up your craft room? Do you watch Netflix? Do you, you know, what do you do? Let's see. And I'm going to type it in here. What do you like to do when you let's see. Who likes to listen to music when you are organizing? And of course it didn't do it. I love Siri. Okay. So I asked a question and I would love to hear your responses. So I like 80s music, but apparently I can't watch YouTube on my account and do my video. And who has a radio? Hello. Apparently not me. So I usually listen to music, or I will binge on Netflix. So when I was doing my Christmas cards, I think I watched, no joke, two Christmas movies a day when I was making my cards. Because that card that I showed you, the Christmas house card, I made 17 of those. Woo! Man, was that like intense. Okay, so we got blues here. Oh. Okay. Alright, so 1 second. Okay, I got red. So I'm going to put these in the reds. I think this one is too tall. Alright. And that's red. Okay. White is the one that you're going to probably have the most, especially if you're making your own envelopes. Oh my God. It is crazy how much white I have. But one thing that I like to do with my white is when I'm cutting dies, cutting them double. The first top layer is the color that I want it, and then the color behind it is white, and I glue it together. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's okay. I'll try to remember to show that to you. Okay, so got more black here. Ooh, hello. That's purple. So that's black. Got red. I think that's a red. Okay. And we are going down. 2 minutes to go. You see, I could have gotten a lot more done if I wasn't talking so much, because that's not the Pomodoro method, okay? But I like you guys, so we're just gonna do this together, because I know somebody out there is going, man, this is the last thing that I want to do. And guess what? It's the last thing I want to do too. All right. Hello. If you want to make those really cool flower art that I showed you, those are Susan Tierney Coburn dies, okay? And I just have to say that it is so worth the investment to buy her dies. First of all, if you have a Cricut and you don't have an electronic die cutting machine, or a regular die cutting machine, and you're throwing away your paper, shame on you. No, I'm just kidding. I encourage you to get a die cutting machine, okay? And there's a lot of kinds out there that are really good, but the kind that I love is Anna Griffin. I have McCune's-Albright disease, and I suffer, I don't know if you can see my finger, how disformed this one is, but I suffer through McCune's-Albright disease all throughout my life. It's a very rare, non-contagious, it tells us to stop. It's a very rare, non-communicable disease that affects the bone. It's almost like a rare elephantitis, okay? Instead of the bone growing, which it makes it appear like the bone is growing, it's actually fibrous, it's not calcium, but it's fibers that grow on top of the bone. And then sometimes it makes it hard for me to do crafting now, okay? Like, see my hand, well, it looks good. It can open, but this is as far as I can open my hand, okay? Yeah, and I can't even make the 3 without it really hurting. Yeah, so it stinks, but life goes on, right? Life goes on. All right, so that's yellow. This is white. Okay, these right here, okay, you do not have to cut these down. Okay, this is probably from either doing an easel card die or, you know, basically a 12 by 12 cardstock, and then you have at least 3, maybe 4 inches left over. What I like to do with this is I go into Microsoft Word, okay, or you can do Canva, and I'll show that to you on another video. You let me know what you want to see, but you can create a template of sentiments, okay? So I made these sentiments here. That's so cute. It says thank you. Let me see if I can make it bigger. There we go. So I made these sentiments with Canva, okay? And it doesn't seem like it's that hard, but believe it or not, the die that cut this out is like this. And so if you're following along with me, if you print out a piece of paper that has this, how do you actually get it to be in the middle, straight? Yeah, so I can show you how you can do that too. And also, I don't know if you can see that. Hello. They are, that one. They're foiled. And it's kind of hard for me to show you that, but they're foiled. So that one has stuff on it. I don't know what it had on it, but very cool. So it's really nice to keep these, okay, without. So your larger pieces, just keep your larger pieces, and that's why I have separate storage for all of that. Okay. All right. So. This one here, we can cut down. Like that. And keep that with our larger pieces too. Okay. And keep that one too. Our larger white pieces are going to go in a container like this. Okay. And you can see that I even put the off-white in there as well. All right. And these are, they don't fit a 12 by 12. That's why I got the drawers. Oh, it's pattern paper. Hello. Well, that's not cool. Okay. That goes behind me. All right. And there's another one. All right. If you laminate, you can do the same thing. Depending on your die cutting machine, you can cut out these with your die cutting machine. Also, I have some Stampin' Up! Punchers that are embellishments like balloons. I like to stamp, well, not stamp, but cut those out as well. So like things like this was a goof up. It was supposed to be a file folder. I was like, I don't like that. Don't want to throw that away. Okay. Right. We are slowly getting there. Slowly, slowly, slowly. All right. And let's take these black here. I think we said we were going to do black and I just jumped all around. Because that is me. All right. All right. Okay. That's white. Now, if I wasn't on video, what I would end up usually doing is I would have my whites, my whites would be like, you know, over here, and then I would have reds over here, and all this stuff. But I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that. Okay. So that was 30 minutes. How long do you want to do? You want to do an hour of cleanup, Or is that too much? Is like 30 minutes your sweet spot? Okay. What I like to do is I like to do 30 minutes and then 30 minutes of doing embellishment cutting of 3 different colors. And so I'm going to do that. Let's see here. Still organizing here. We've got gray, purple, blues here. Here's the purple again. I'll keep those together. Da, da, da. How you guys doing with your organizing? Are you organizing with me still? Okay. We're almost there. I mean, and you know, the nice thing about it is that when you do this is that you have them separated, so it's easier to find things. Okay. All right, so all of that is going to go into the blues. Do I have the blues somewhere? Somewhere I have the blues. Let's see. Here. We got yellows. Oh, we do have cream. Okay. Whoops. Well, I guess we have cream in both places. Okay. We have brown. And this is for vellum. I think I saw a vellum around here. So, brown. Somewhere I have gold and the other colors. All right, let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break, and then we will go ahead and go next time. Okay? So, allow yourself to take a 5-minute break. Don't do anything. Okay? And then the next time you do for 29 minutes. Okay? So, with that, I hope that this was extremely beneficial for you guys. Okay? Let me know what you guys would like to do. Would you guys prefer to do 30 minutes or a full hour? 30 minutes of sorting and putting away, and then 30 minutes of making embellishments. My usual routine is I do both. Whether I do an hour of organizing and then 30 minutes of embellishing, or 30 minutes of organizing and an hour of embellishing, is totally up to you. But that's what I end up doing. I can flip-flop, okay? And then I'll use 1 or 2 days where I will start making the cards and putting the cards together and stuff like that, until I'm, you know, fully organized. This chaos is under control. Right now, it's not under control because it's been like this for a couple of months. But I would really be curious to see what you guys would like to do. Okay? And again, if this was helpful for you to see me and to hear me go on and on about how much I love scraps, and give you some inspiration, let me know. Okay? I really hope going through the scrapping journey live will really make you guys want to join me while what I'm doing, and strike up a conversation. Let's all get organized together. Okay? So anyway, thank you so much for watching. And the 2 people that are on, that I don't know who it was, but thank you so much. I know one of them is me because I'm watching, but the other person, thank you so much. And everyone else has been jumping on and off. So I will see you guys tomorrow around 7:30. 7:45-ish. I like to go when Jeff is not here because otherwise he'll interrupt and he'll just start singing and dancing for the camera. No, he won't sing and dance, but he definitely will go in the camera and say, "Hi, everybody." He's so cute. But just so we can truly just focus on making our lives less cluttered, okay? So if you want to connect with me, you can jump on to Facebook at Posh Paper Perfection. That's where I am, and I love to connect with you. See you guys later. Bye.